A graduate in PR management, Jade traded the corporate world for a life creating fantasy weddings for the likes of Brad Habana. Pilot turned marketing manager Hentie Vollgraaff saw her potential very early on.
Jade, you've gone from being the wedding planner to the bride. It's got to be a completely different experience being on the flip side of things.
Doing it yourself definitely brings in a whole other ball game of things. Emotions are still real, family dramas are still real, things can still go wrong. So it definitely is different.
I believe you two met in high school.
We did meet in school, and pretty much one thing led to another. Started off as friends and then the romance part began.
Yeah, it's been quite a journey. I remember buying the flowers, too shy to give it to her on her 18th birthday, and I handed it over to her mom. And that's pretty much the first night where I pulled her in.
And then you had to pluck up the courage again to propose.
Yes, definitely. I couldn't do it by myself. I did it with my sister, one of her friends. We organised a very special day for us. Took her down to a natural pool, proposed there, came back up to a blanket on the grass with rose petals and pillows, and had supper with a bottle of nice red wine.
He was so romantic and he really knocked it out of the park.
The jewellery was almost a family affair.
Wow, this is exquisite.
Thank you. Jade and Hentie is actually very dear friends of mine. We grew up together in high school, and Jade is one of my very close friends, and she actually planned my wedding, so it was quite amazing to be a part of her wedding as well. She always said to me that this is kind of what she likes, but she would like to get Hentie to plan it for her and be the one to choose it, so she really wouldn't mind what it looks like. And then he came with a picture and it looked exactly like what she wanted.
Buying a bridal gown was the best option for Jade, who'd dreamt of a Spanish wedding dress and preferred knowing what she was getting from the start.
Jade, you look so elegant.
Thank you so much.
This dress actually looks quite light for a wedding dress.
Well, one of the most exquisite things about this dress is the fabric that we've used. So at the bottom, we've got a beautiful chantilly lace, which gives you that soft line, and it's perfect for a figure as well. But then there's a combination at the top, which is the corded lace, slightly harder, it accentuates that waist, and also it pulls the attention a bit to the hemline, because we've used that same lace as a border. We've got the chantilly layer, which is slightly shorter, but then you've got this cathedral length train going right to the back with your corded lace border, just finishing it off beautifully.
Raised on the platteland, Hentie's retained his country values whilst adding some serious swag to his personal style. It may have just a little to do with Jade's influence.
The four of us had a lekker braai last night, and yeah, I'm a little bit nervous today, but I think everything is going smooth and as planned.
It feels like I've known Jade quite as long as I've known Hentie, and I think I'm more nervous than he is.
One thing I know for sure is that Hentie's marrying his best friend, and we're very happy for him, and we're glad the day's finally here.
To retain the personal nature they've always envisioned for their big day, the couple only invited close friends and family. They know each other so well that their vows were really an affirmation of their well-proven commitment to one another. One of the secrets on the day was the decor. The theme, A Midsummer Night's Dream, in greens and pastels with pops of plum and masala, the flowers being the most important feature.
The toughest part for creating the perfect atmosphere for Jade is the perfection. Everything had to be to the T. We had to do everything that when she walks in, she is surprised. Surprising a coordinator is the hardest thing.
Hentie had asked Jade's father for her hand in marriage. Happily married for 34 years, her parents have every faith in the future of the newlyweds.
In one word, I'd say privileged parents to have a daughter like this. And just to see what she could create in a venue like this, passionate from the heart, gives 100%, you know.
And we actually welcomed him into our home the 28th of May, 9 years ago. From the day she brought him home till today, he's been part of the family, so yeah, we love him just like a son.
Jade, my little sister, I love you. You'll always be my little sister and I'll always be your older brother. I wish you all the best as a couple. Keep each other close and put God first, and everything else will follow. I love you guys.
This personifies who Jade and Hentie is. The detail, the care that they've taken, their commitment to each other and to us as a family.
It was a fantastic experience. She did such a wonderful job, so professional. We loved every single moment. Her attention to detail is incredible.
A honeymoon in Thailand awaited the new Mr. and Mrs. Vollgraaff.
Thank you, Toppeling, so much for sharing this amazing day with us. This day has completely far exceeded our wildest dreams. Everything just turned out perfect to a T. I wouldn't change a thing. Baby, you enjoy it?
You've always wanted your dream wedding, and I think this is pretty much what you got.
Pretty much. And with you by my side.
Awesome day, my love.
Okay, so we're ready to party!
Jade is also a born dancer who's represented South Africa in international competition, but who now saves the first, last, and every dance for Hentie.